Yo, what's up, guys? We're gonna do a tournament hosted by Björnja that you see on the screen over here. He did ask me to invite a bunch of European players, so we got 7 European players and then 9 players from the Asia server. This is going to be stacked pre-ban, so that's the new rule in SWC. Whereas in the first round, no pre-bans, second round pre-ban, and then in the third round, you have the pre-bans of round 2 and round 3, and that will stack until you potentially have in a best of 5 all the way till the 5th match 4 pre-bans on each side. So if you pre-ban Heigang, you're not going to see Heigang for the whole rest of the best of 5. This is what they're trying out this year in SWC. Probably it's there to stay, but we haven't really seen too many tournaments on this just yet. So let's see if this is going to change the meta, but also make the game more fun and enjoyable to watch. Because before, often your match 1, your match 3, your match 5 could be an exact repeat by having the pre-bans just rotating back and forth and the first picks rotating back and forth. So right now, if you share same LD and you were banning it before because you don't want the other one to play it in a first pick round, you can potentially not do that right now because then you cannot pick it in the rounds after as well, which is kind of interesting. Same with the Eresion. Most of the time you want to pre-ban an Eresion if you don't have first pick, but that does mean for the whole rest of the best of 5, there's no Eresion picks potentially there anyhow. So that's going to be an interesting one. Let's just see. For this video, I'll just pick out the highlights. For the stream over here, we're going to watch everything. First rounds are going to be played all at the same time that we just saw on the brackets. We still have the bracket over here. So first rounds are going to be played all at the same time, and then we're going to go into the individual match itself. Eresion plus Neftis is a valid opener. It's not a valid opener. It's a valid opener if your opponent is very Neftis carried. So what Glorious mainly does, he has 3 speed leads that he's playing around with, and I just hit the mic, sorry for that. But he has 3 speed leads he plays around with. Oliver, Neftis, and Eresion. If you just take 2, what is he gonna do? And then you ban the last in the post-ban? He fucked, he has no speed lead. Okay, that's why we're locking out more speed contesting units. We're not locking out any speed leads though, but I think since we're sharing a lot of the speed leads, we're not taking those away. But pretty much all high base speed contesting units outside of the Woundsa from Glorious and a potential Athena are gone. So let's see how Glorious can play without an Asher though, because Asher is quite pivotal for his thing. We're playing the new ban system. Yes, that's why you see the multiple bans over there. Okay, still goes back to a Neftis plus Okeanos, back to the Zenitsu. Let's see what we're playing with the Zenitsu in this case. I think that Osseru kind of gets like an upper hand in the matches the longer it goes on. Early Juno, but understandable. Ooh, that's why we have another strip. Plus is a fast unit because, well, it's not a fast unit by base, but at least it's on Swift. And we have no Swift units on the side of Osseru just yet. But then again, yeah, this is the kind of moment that Glorious has to go for a little bit of cleave, but a little bit of bruiser, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, but it's actually not that great. Heigang, great pick right there. Liking the style of Osseru a little bit more, he has to be careful for not having too little damage, because if the Zenitsu is banned right now and your 5th pick isn't some form of damage, Glorious will just win the damage battle at some point. So let's see what we're locking in. He's thinking about something damage related. It has to be, if you go something Angela or Gandalf or whatnot right there, it's not gonna work. Nobara technically is damaged, but Nobara can be messed up by a Okeanos pushback and a Legolas pushback real bad. So I'm liking that Sonya. I'm liking that Sonya. Even if you lose your speed leads, well, the big question is, you should be able to always kill that Zenny, though. And I'm too slow with these kind of things, but I should be more on pace with that. But on the other side, so we have Heigang as a potential ban, we have Nobara as a potential ban, Zenitsu as a potential ban on the side of Osseru. On the other side, we are taking out that AoE strip. Big question is right now, Sonya of Glorious. If you take out a unit in the first hit, it could be really nice. I think that you can... Can you do it? Oh, Death Tanker! What? Who puts the... How does Zenny do this much damage while being a Death Tanker? Well, that just also shows that Zenny just needs crit rate and speed. How does that thing as a Death Tanker? That's insane. That is actually insane because his base speed is already... Ooh, okay, that happens when you're a Death Tanker. What? Glorious RNG just claps the living shit out of that unit. What the hell was that? Like, oh yeah, you survive, you die. Like, what the actual fuck was that? Okay, I can see this Legolas still win. Yeah, the Legolas can actually potentially win quite a... Man, he's not been doing a single 2-shot. Ooh, that stun is huge though. That stun is huge. Is he gonna send it? It's gonna send it. Is dangerous though. If there's Nobara procs, ooh, no Nobara proc, but does have defense break hits. Okay, bit of damage, skill 3, Rain of Stones coming in. Is this Juno vamp though? Oh no, wait, the Juno just despair stunt. I think the Juno Nabara gonna take over. Juno Nabara gonna take over. No, the counter! The counter! Oh, this match is crazy, man. Yeah, Juno is still so good in these kind of things, man. Is he gonna take it out? He can actually play around with hitting things back and forth a little bit, but I do know that Osseru has a very good Juno, so he's not gonna win that. Plus, good despair stun, good. Yeah, we're sacking back and forth, man. SamBSepp is just removing all annoying passive shield units. Gapso steal? I don't think that SamBSepp really cares about a Gapso steal, to be honest. Maybe Iroha just really wants to lean on the passives. Let's see what SamBSepp has drafted these days. He still has his Valeska available. Well, I'm not sure what kind of team he wants to be using against the Gapso early. I'm also not sure if SamBSepp has like the typical Irration kind of stuff still runed up or not. Does go for Irration. Early on the Eleni, at least as a passive blocker. And it seems to be that Iroha likes his passive because you prevent 4 passive units and he locked in the 5th as well. Magoomer, okay. There is a Tianlang on the side of SamBSepp, which is actually not bad against 2 units on the field with attack bar gain on that Gapso and that Megumi right now. Maximilian is tricky, but ooh, back to a Solvark. I haven't seen that much Solvark in current balance patch as much, but still great unit. More passive. Man, Iroha, can you only find passive units? Yes. Yes. He can only find passive units. Well, if you're locking Tianlang right now, Tianlang is a must ban. He has 4 attack bar gains. Like, ain't no way you're playing that shit against Tianlang, though. But let's see if that makes sense. Layla is also still solid pick, though. But I'm not sure if I'm liking Tianlang more than a Layla over here. That's kind of the dialing factor over there. Let's see what we're going to have for pre-bans. Well, if the man is dropping in 5 passives, you can expect your Oblivion unit to be gone. Like, that's a thing. That without question. Freest Tianlang in the history of the game. I would have liked myself a Tianlang as well. Because I did not really... Well, did I expect his Eleni ban? Well, if the man plays that many passives, he's just hating on anything. Oh, skill 3. Okay, Diana still takes a turn. Goes for shield. This is going to be a lot going in right now. Did land most of it. Cleanse block. Cleanse block has to land on the... yep, Abellio is cleanse block. That is really strong. Glancing over there. That's also really strong. Sending the silence. Good pushbacks. Did not activate anything just yet. Yep, okay, this is a very clean cleave right now. If Abellio procs, it could still be bad. Ooh, nothing is dead just yet, though. Ooh, the proc over there, but no skills available. Better proc on that one than on Abellio, that is for sure. Okay, S2. Yeah, should be good to send. Should be good to send. We should at least be killing 2 units. GG's, GG's. Nice cleave, nice cleave. Good cleave arena right there. Yeah, these stack pre-bans are pretty fun. Like, there's a lot of stuff going in with those stack pre-bans. So I guess they're just figuring out who won, where, what, when, and how. Did all the Koreans get kicked out already? No, except for Skid. Skid has to do it. Outside of Skid, it's just Japanese players. Yeah, it's like Japanese player over there, Japanese player over there, Japanese player over there. Europeans and Skid. First pick to the side of Takuzo 10. He probably goes Megumi first pick if he bans Tianlang. Then SamBSepp could open up with a Shio plus a Nezuko, if that's the case. Irration? Ooh. That makes the Megumi a lot of value for the side of SamBSepp, but I'm not sure if he's playing that normally. Honestly, like, if you want a speed contest, I would still go like Shio Nezuko as an opener. You can pick speed leads in 3 or 4. Back to the Vanessa. I'm not sure if I'm liking that Vanessa opener that much, because now you gotta play against a Shiho when there's no Josephine to pick. I think that the Shio would have had a lot of value. Just pairing both of them next to one another. Kumar's gonna be rough, but we do have Layla's open, we do have Annabelle's open, all of that good stuff. So I could see SamBSepp, depending on what Takuzo 10 goes later on. Sekhmet could go in an Osuke plus an Annabelle. It's not the worst. Layla's also good. Could even go Layla plus... I think I liked Annabelle more, though. Because if Takuzo 10 goes Annabelle in 4-5, Well, it's fighting the immunity and cleanses of the Nezuko, though, but... Okay, takes it out. Sam, if you're listening, shut off this stream. God damn it. Maybe I'm giving you advice that's even worse. Like, who knows? Okay, let's see what we have as counter picks. Could go into a scenario where you go Nobara Juno, but Nobara Juno is not as strong as it normally is. Layla's not going to do much for you. Silver and a Narsha. Ooh, that's a Layla pick in my book right there. That is absolutely a Layla pick in my book right there. Because you have two good units that are highly fucked by slows. Banning out that silver. Should have a decent match at that. Yep. That's something what I would do as well. I think you should have a good match at that. Let's just remove it for the bans. I think silver ban is the most likely. You could lose your speed lead on the side of SamBSepp that the Vanessa is gone, which I think should potentially be the best pick for Takusa 10, but I'm not sure about that. It also depends Schumer proccing turn 1 or not. That is always a high value thing. Yep, we're losing speed leads on the field, but we do still have a speed lead on the side of Takusa 10. So Schumer, Narsha, the big question is, can they kill something? It's definitely Schumer moving first, Narsha moving second. And all of those units on the side of Sam should be high res or tanky or that kind of stuff outside of the Layla. Layla's the only one that has a little bit more issues for that. So this reset should probably go either on the Nezuko or the Annabelle. That is... I think you should have been killing that. Like, resetting that would have been a waste. Because you would have to kill that anyways. Is that Despair? Not Despair. Can you take it out? Okay, does take it out. I think that Sam still has a good match at this. Ooh, is trying to get that for a strip. Does land most of it. Do you land all of this? Oh, that is so much damage. That's why it was looking not that tanky last round. That is exactly why it was not looking that tanky next or last round. That is some proper Inosuke damage right there. That is some speed, crit damage, and attack. Yo, that damage. That damage was insane. Like, that just cleaved him with an Inosuke. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, the reset on the Layla was completely wasted. You should have reset the Annabelle because you can kill the Layla. I think this is already like the third best of 5 fully. So we're gonna get the full value of the pre-ban. And what are we locking out this time around? Sierra's useless. Yeah, Sierra was a bit of a rough pick over there, in my opinion. You had too many off moments where she just couldn't do her thing. A Legolas would have done a lot more, like the Fire Legolas that he was hovering for a bit. Okay, Jaeger ban and a Shiho ban. There's no clear winner over here. Nope. Jaeger banned. Can you see that ammo? He's that good. He was not lucky. It was that good. Alright, that's why you gotta watch all of those replays, huh? That's why you're here. That's why you're watching every single fucking replay. Exactly. Here at your pick. Ooh, you could still do the Megumi, but you have no Megumi plus a... notes. You don't have the Shiho this time, so what are we aiming for on the side of SmokeZzz? The best stats. Hey, maybe you should ask Etowaru, man. This was who was winning. SmokeZzz has too many LDs, man. We're just popping in a random freaking Yeon Hong. I haven't seen that all match. There's already like 3 LDs pre-banned against you. It's like, oh, I have another one. Whatever. Okay, what are we doing on the side of Etowaru? Etowaru has so much struggle with this whole pre-ban thing. Like, he's just finding his units, but he can't do it. Okay, I'm liking the style of the Annabelle. If he goes for an Annabelle plus an Inosuke, I would like that on the side of Etowaru. Sierra Gianna. If they land really good, if they don't land really bad. Hail Marys right there. I like the Inosuke even more right now because it has a Nyx passive. If you go something along the lines of a... do I like a Zenisek? I don't like a Zenisek. I like a Fire Inosuke a lot more in this case. It's a bit of a Hail Mary on the resistance. And the Josephine. I would have loved the Zenisek or the Inosuke Fire on the Zenisek slot. Because the thing is, sure, Zenisek, you cannot stun it, but you can still bomb it. What do we have as final pick over there? Layla. Good old Layla pick. A good Sonya would have done great there as well. Because you can ban out the 33 lead, because Etowaru only has 1 speed lead. And then a Sonya becomes a must ban. And even if the Sonya doesn't full kill something, just putting a Josephine to like 20% HP is already value. Remember, yes guys, SmokeZzz only has battle these exactly. Okay, Josephine on the ban, and we have a Layla on the ban. Man, it feels like SmokeZzz has the whole lineup of LDs that are good at the moment. Only thing he's missing is a Tianlang. I think that's about it. Maybe a Valeska. Okay, Yeonhong moving first. Are we right in the tuning? Yeah, we are right in the tuning for the Zenisek. Why is a Zenisek on Will in the first place, to be honest? Laura Tian is complete. Yeah, exactly. But Zenisek on Will. Well, it works against this Oracles right now. That is true. Okay. Are we trying to drop double bomb on the Okeanos? Is that the game plan? I'm kind of on the point that I think that SmokeZzz isn't really sure what his game plan is at the moment. No, the bomb missers! The bomb missers! Yikes. Yeah, you can drop this bomb. The best thing you can do right now is kill a Russian, I think. But I think you lose on that after. Yep, that ain't gonna kill. Ain't no way. Yep. GG. GG. Depending on the Oracles. That's why I'm not drafting that much Oracles these days. Stun over there. Heal over there. Yeah, the Oracles, they can be really good if they land everything, but ever since they don't have that much value on additional damage artifacts anymore, anytime you get RNG'd, you just get RNG'd hard. Should just all int on the Okeanos. Well, that's the thing, like, he went for the Megumi boost, which kind of made things weird, because of the Megumi boost, you cannot go for the damage on the... he wanted to do a Blade Frame on these Okeanos as well. But Okeanos did not actually have a buff anymore because of the Megumi strip. So, yeah, that just made it difficult. Megumi's not gonna go out without a fight. Seems that way, seems that way. Still countering, still doing his shit. Okeanos, okay, stunned. This Megumi going hard, though. This Megumi going hard. Okay, Death Break, wrong element. No additional turner. And there is still some potential, because this Sierra... I'm not sure if this Sierra dies to that bomb right there. Glancing is good. Got another stun. Okay, no stun, but pushbacks. Oh, there is the real Gianna. It's a 33 lead wind unit on the enemy side. It is Megumi, though. This Megumi is stunning for tier life. God damn it. 2 turn every turn. Does look like it. Rain of Stones, GG's. All of the Europeans are falling and not winning in all the way best of 5s. GG's to Etowaru. Yeah, if the Gianna landed bomb, match could have been very different. But then again, that is a Gianna moment right there. Okay, we're once again all the way best of 5. Man, we're getting every match all the way best of 5 with this stuff. It's actually kind of funny. When did Fire Nosuke become good? I think the last balance patch where he got healing every hit or every turn he took or something. I've seen Fire Pick beat a Shio. Well, I've seen everything beat everything by this point, but that's sometimes it's just RNG or like rune quality. I've seen a Marsha beat a more at full HP when Marsha was dehorsed. Like, it happens. I've seen an Oliver solo at Douglas. I've seen that too. That was my Oliver. That was when I was still running a crit damage Oliver. Or no, wait, crit rate Oliver with high overall stats. It was death broken and like hit it twice. I've seen a Vanessa solo a Douglas. I think that was even more stupid. Like, how the fuck does a Vanessa solo a Douglas? I've seen a Cha solo Feng Yang. Oh, that's also stupid as fuck. Okay, back to the Nefties on the side of Osseru. At least only 50-50s. That's true. That's true. Nothing beating your Douglas 1v1. Benny, your fucking Douglas gets beaten 1v1 by a fucking wind slime. Shut the fuck up. Your thing has fucking negative stats. No, actually, your Douglas is kind of fun. Okay, once again, Junos. It would be nice if you can just spectate without seeing the band, so I don't have to hide that. Benny has gotten 3 ancient vamp roots. Okay, then it's valid, probably. Except that he has no artifacts. Stun on the Nefties. Does land on the lore. Complete. This is nice. Do we transform? Don't transform. Bad proc right there. Especially if you don't stun. Oliver has a free reign in this match. He knows, okay, can you land your stuff? Does also, ooh, actually missed a whole bunch, but did not get stunned in his own process. This Diana hella procking. Oh, Diana has the S2, but if you S2, no, you don't want to switch right now. Cannot stun the Oliver. Diana's taking such off turns every time. Oliver doing Oliver things. Oliver doing a lot of Oliver things. Resisted right there, but that was the one that's resisting it is not as bad. I think that this is a W for Malignant right here. Oliver still being a good unit. Diana, though. Oh, sending the Hail Mary on the Diana? Where do you send it? Oliver? Wait, are you running a full resistance Oliver or some weird shit? Damn, there's Oliver. The Diana's getting all the worst rotations, while this Oliver's getting all the best rotations, pretty much. And Nozuke and Okeanos are out. Okay, okay. NFL still available. Where's the light monster of Raxxaz that's so OP? Which one? Hwoarang? Hwoarang is kind of bad in current meta in an early pick because of too many slow units. Like NFL, Leilas, that kind of stuff. NFL on the side of Rex. Do we go back to Shio on the side of Skid? Most likely. Yep, we do. Where do we pair it with? Megumi, typical opener. No aggression as of this case just yet. Too much is better than Hwoarang. In a whole bunch of cases, yes. Yes, I would say so. Only thing I like on Hwoarang is that he's good into Gandalf because he ignores shields. Oh, do we go some Ally Irene shit? Wait, Sahat? Are you... Skid drafts the weird shit, man. Skid drafting them weird shit. But Sahat can do a lot of damage because of his passive. In a weird way, he's kind of like a Miles. Okay, let's see. What do we have as counters on the side of Raxxaz? Back to the Demon. Back to the Hwoarang. I'm liking the Hwoarang position right here. Demon most likely will eat a ban once again. The Demon of Raxxaz is just feared. Ooh, Ophelia. Ophelia would counter the Demon pretty hard. But then it's the question... Oh, I'm liking that, but now he gets a gamble for the ban. Now he gets a hard gamble for that ban. Because if the Ophelia is in and the Demon is in, then it's really bad. But if the Demon is in and the Ophelia is being banned, it's really good for Raxxaz. And Rex made the gamble correct in this case. However, did lose his Sustainer, though. And if you lose your Sustainer, you could full ignore the Demon. I think that's going to be the play of Skid right here. Ignore the Demon, kill it last. We are hating Sekhmet over here on this channel. What a shit unit. Okay, at least that also full resisted, but god damn it, Sekhmet. Saw it with the procers. Saw it with the procers. Okay, what's the first target? Everything is kind of hard to kill, though. That's what I like about the Hwoarang. But the issue is you don't really have a setup for killing anything just yet right now. Should you send it? No, you're not going to kill anything with an S2. Still sending it? Yeah, that's the issue. Like, people think that Dark Demon kills from half HP. Dark Demon never kills if it's like full HP. Full HP into half HP does no freaking damage whatsoever. But the thing is, you kind of have to lower your own HP to force them into focusing it at some point. Hwoarang, being strong. No Deathbreaker, wrong element, though. Hwoarang Demon combination might be nice. If Segment was anything else. Oh, that's a hot damage, though. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, also double land on that. Yo, that Demon a god. Or the Monkey god. Oh, if you would have taken out the Demon, it would have been so good for Rex. That revenge, though. That revenge was inting for... He has to really leave that demon till last, but the Zod is just making it work. Because the dot's only 2 other units. If you can Death Break right now, wait, Death Break the Shiho, hit with the demon, bring it back to life. Oh, the resisted! The resisted! No, we couldn't kill. Man, Raxxaz is unlucky with this one. Raxxaz is hell unlucky. Proc on the wrong unit as well, GG's. Hell unlucky on that one. Hell unlucky with that one. If you landed Death Break, you would have killed Monkey for sure. Skid Master of turn 2 draft. True. NFL plus the Inosuke once again on the side of Skid. You liking them combo. But you're also winning against them combo. See, back to a Laura. What are we pairing with them Lauras this time around? Can't go for the Zhongshan Lao. Probably would have liked to see him pick that. If you can't pick it, you can't pick it. Vivichao has 45% win rate unit. Exactly, unit is ass. Well, I would say people are over spamming her and expecting her to be crazy good. Because I think Vivichao in the right draft is good, but not as spamming. Ew. Well, if you can't go for a Gandalf, might as well go for a Hey Gang. Damn, Skid's drafts are so nasty, man. Skid is finding all of them nasty drafts. Angela? I think that Skid doesn't give a shit about your Angela, to be honest. Like, if you go double sustain right now, yeah, no, you have way too little damage. Ban Okeanos, Juno, GG. Malignant is done. I love that Juno pick right there. I don't think that Malignant is gonna have enough damage. This unit is so bad the moment it's in pony form. It's not gonna do anything. Just rock them Juno, it's GG. Draconi. I think that Draconi is bad, because now it's an Inosuke ban. Well, he's, okay, with that ban over there, it is okayish, it is okayish. 50 attack on water. Have you ever seen an attack lead locked in from a fucking Hey Gang? Utilizing for 3 units on the field? I've never seen that shit, man. I have never seen that shit. But I would have loved the Juno in here, yeah. What's that? The heal ball kind of messes up the Juno, that's the only thing. But I think Skid has the upper hand in draft over here. That's some proper damage already coming in. Okay, do get an additional turn over there. Decent damage both sides. Good death break. Good death break. Okeanos. Oh, we have a... Yeah, because of that cleanse. Maybe you should not have done the cleanse, but then if you stun it, it's kind of bad as well. But yeah, this is the moment which really shows how bad Pony is. Pony is a terrible single target healer. And all of the damage of Skid goes single target. So this Pony has absolute 0 value in this match. Yep, we're done. We're done. That Pony had 0 value in this match. That's just one of those things. Pony, if you have AoE hits, it can be a pretty good unit. But if you have a lot of sustaining multiple hits coming after one another, Pony doesn't do shit. At least if you put in the Pony as a healer, it's a terrible healer. If you put in the Pony as an immunity provider, it's really good. But there are so many units with single target chip damage that just murder your units or the Pony. Okay, that's gonna be an NFL Inosuke combo in my book. Gandalf, Inosuke. We have seen the script over here. And that's not including your 12 dupes. Damn, 12 dupes is a lot. Well, I guess also by the odds, if you have 43, I did do the math. If I currently have 27, and the odds for me getting a dupe is 1 in 5. I think the odds for getting a dupe 40 plus is 1 in 3 or something. So at some point, it kind of adds up for how many odds you have. Sam gets one every week. That is very fucking true as well. And Sam doesn't even wail. We're looking at a slugfest over here. Wait, isn't the Inosuke really good against Bolfric in the first place? I'm liking the draft on the side of Skid by a long shot. Because that Bolfric is bad against a heal block. And a Chow. I think neither of these players are watching over here, so I'm just gonna let this run out without Hardy. You don't get dupes. Wait, Sam, how many dupes did you get so far? Time to grab your blanket and pillows, boys. Yeah, it's gonna be more interesting when like 3 or 4 units are banned out. Only 2 maxi dupes. And 37. Wait, you have 37? Jesus, fuck. That's actually really lucky. Well, I have 1 dupe in 27 right now. which is pretty lucky as well, I would say. I think on average for 27 you should have 2 or 3 dupes. Do you build Cyrus with crit rate? He gets a guaranteed crit, what do you mean? Of course you build full crit damage. He has guaranteed crit. Full attack, full crit damage, and some speed, and some accuracy. Was considering keeping a third man, I would even already feed a second Maximilian. Hell no, I would keep a second Maximilian. Okay, we got rid of the Inosuke. Ooh, good stun right there. Also, Layla's moving at an off turn because of that. But Layla's moving again because it's Layla. This Jaeger though. Jaeger did not go on the one unit he had to go on. You have to go for a heal, right? Yeah, you have to go for a heal. We're just proccing like crazy. It is the skid special. We're proccing like crazy. Damn, that tricks value right there. I thought for a moment that Etowaru was gonna have a good match at it, but nope. Suddenly, the units of Skid just activated. Nice. Everything dies. Everyone needs Maximilian. Yeah, but you don't need 3. I would even say you don't need 2. Only duplicate I would keep is probably a Sylvia. That's it. Anything else is kind of mid. And I'd rather take a blessing for. You did already do the heal. No cycling going in. I could still potentially see Etowaru win. But this Gandalf is gonna go double turn over here. How does he do it? How does he do it? Fucking remove them death breaks at perfect moments and shit. Oh, the double turner over there, taking it out. Bolfric on them Vio having value. Also right now the damage output from Skid is pretty low. And he does not have the heal block. LD Blessing is kind of hype. Agree. LD Blessing is very hype. Yeah, the Gandalf is stacking this Bolfric too much. Damn, this guy even has the tricks on fire. Well, we're gonna be looking at full stacks once again. Oh no, wait, the full stacks happened just after, which is bad. Monkey proccing though. Monkey damage. Because of the hits. Yep, okay, no, rip full HP. Bolfric was a good Bolfric in this matchup. Everything's still proccing like crazy. But this match very over. Yeah, in the end, good Bolfric pick. I thought it was kind of over when the Jaeger died, but the Monkey of Etowaru is still good enough. I think Skid can leave this. There ain't no way that your tricks... Like, if your tricks was on Despair, I could maybe see like a perfect Despair cycling route where you could start killing things, but... Every time you do a little bit of damage, the Gandalf is just gonna stack the Bolfric and that match is over at some point. We're waiting for paint to dry, it seems. Yeah, you're not dealing that much damage to the Monkey Man. Because we're healing for 21k heal. That takes a little bit of time to heal for 21k. Can't all have a Ziggy tricks. Ziggy even still playing, haven't seen him in a while. Or he's just disliking this meta, same as pretty much every streamer at the moment. He's abusing Dark Beetle, Dark Monkey King. Ooh, that's a cool combo. I think that Dark Beetle's quite underrated. Well, to be honest, Dark Beetle's just a weaker version of a Dark Aragon, in all honesty. But it's relatively close to. Just has a worse S2. Want to build your arena defense. If you have a Leo defense, do the other monsters have speed or also none? Everything has the same speed as Leo, so you might as well just drop them all to 0 speed as well. You just don't want to make them less than Leo speed. Because Leo drags everyone to his speed, but he doesn't drag people that are lower than his speed up. Inosuke ban and a Jaeger for the ban. Two units that make a lot of sense on them bans. First pick. Do we still go for Annabelles? No, wait. On his side, he was more towards Seiishizo. I guess he still goes for Seiishizo. It's already covering the NFL. Well, you're definitely going to play against like Josephines and those kind of things again. But him having the Bolvik on Vio is actually really good. Ooh, NFL Steel. I'm not sure if I like the NFL Steel that much. Because now Skid pretty much plays all of your units plus and more annoying shit. Leos also ignore other Leos passive. That's true. Are you going to steal Josephine? Okay, we're going back to a Bolvik. Oh, back to the Sahad. Wait, Sahad has heal block as well, right? Sahad is actually crazy good into Bolvik. Yo, that's actually crazy Bolvik counter, to be honest. A lot of elemental units flying back and forth. Let's see if Etowaru has a good 4 and 5. I could think of like a Diana and stuff, but Diana's kind of screwed as well. There's not too many wind bruises that do good into this stuff. Because you could think about like a Sonya, but what is Sonya gonna kill? Absolutely nothing. And Sonya super hard dies to Assad. Back to a Gyu! Wow. Okay. Well, that should be Nobara and a Bolvik ban, no? No, actually, no, you don't have to ban Bolvik. NFL ban? So not really. Ethna could have done a thing or two, yeah. But Ethna's kind of bad into the Seiishizo, though. A lot of the wind units I could think of have issues with the Wind Monkey. I'm liking the draft on the side of Skid more. NFL ban, yep. I think Sahad is going to do really crazy in this matchup. It's just a big question if this Legolas is on a payroll where he shoots more than 2 arrows or not. Because the last time we saw him, it was like more than 2 arrows? Fuck that shit. 2 arrows max. Anytime, any day. Bolvik on the max stacker. Also, no cleanses for this Bolvik this time around. So if you stun it, it remains stunned. Or you just completely miss your stun is also an option. How expensive it is to throw arrows in this economy? Well, at least it's not gas. Like, gas is the real expensive thing in this economy. Pretty sure those arrows don't fly on gas. But that is what I'm pretty sure of. Outside of that, I also don't know. Okay, Sahad cannot go for any skills, but just the skill 1 is good damage. However, the heal block... Oh, heal block is S1. Far then you have free gas. I'm pretty sure your car does not drive on that, though. But not a car engineer or anything right here, but it's just what I think. Yep, 2 arrows max. 2 arrows max. Okay, AoE stunts. Can we connect them? We have to connect it on the Bolvik most of all. Did not connect it on the Bolvik. Do we take it out? Ooh, that's a crazy good stun. Yikes. Skids is actually having issue with this matchup right here. No stuns. Layla, can you take it out? Well, Layla has 1 plus a Bolvik as 1 should take it out. Only issue is you could get stunned in the process and die to a monkey. Therefore, you rather hits that. Wait, do you start healing right now? I kind of really want to connect your kill. Goes for a heal, but if this thing procs... Ah. I was gonna say that thing procs and you're in a bad match, but actually did not proc. I still think you're in kind of a bad match. Okay, at least we can take that out right now. Trading 1 for 1. Still 2 hits, because we're lazy like that. We're also not connecting our stuns. This Bolvik could take over the match from here, though. Bolvik might have good values. We also got Pluck with a Raider. Thank you very much. Wait, this monkey is not stunning anything. Damn, Skid just lost all of his RNG value right there against Etowaru. Resisted on that. Are we gonna go for more than 2 hits right now? That's where we went 5 hits. Almost full attack bar. Full attack bar gain. The moment he was needed, he was there. Man, Bolvik already going 2-0 on this stuff right now. First stun on the Legolas procs out. Okay, back to double hitting. Man, he has to be, he has to be branding that Bolvik ban. I haven't seen Bolvik work this well against Gandalfs in ages, but for Etowaru, though, you definitely need a violent Bolvik. That is definitely a thing. You actually need to invest good runes into the Bolvik to make it work. Otherwise, it's not a thing. But also Gyus. I haven't seen that in a fair bit too. Damn. Etowaru is looking at a 3-0 victory right there. The potential's there. That's got to be a Bolfric ban. Ain't no other way. Ain't no other way that we're not banning this Bolfric, right? But what if Etowaru bans the Gandalf at the same time? I'm definitely liking this whole pre-ban setup thing. Like, the stack ban is actually a lot of fun. Well, still in the current meta, there's a lot of slow-ish plays kind of playstyles. But at least you don't see too much of repeat units. Yeah, I think the stack pre-ban, that's going to be really a good thing that they did that for SWC. We're taking our time with pre-bans. Are we not finding the right units? Annabelle and Bolfric, those are bans that make sense. Gandalf first pick. God damn it. Well, yeah, if the Bolfric is gone, Gandalf first pick, it does make sense. It does make sense. See what Etowaru has as counter. Could go back into the Legolas right away. Shio is available. But then you're definitely playing into a Josephine. Vanessa style. Vanessa Shio? El Sharion. Okay. Was the Will double revenge El Sharion from last round? Let's see what Skid wants to play against that. Goes for the Shinx himself. Plus the Sekhmet. We have seen Sekhmet perform really bad. But also, what the fuck are you trying to reset with Sekhmet right now? There's nothing for Sekhmet to reset. I'm not liking this Sekhmet pick at all. Well, I guess all of the units, like normally he plays Josephine, there's nothing to Josephine. Normally he plays Annabelle and Inosuke, there's not, well, these two are just pre-banned. So I think that Skid is kind of running out of units that he normally likes to play. Okay, okay. That enables, the tricks enables the Sekhmet to become good. I'm liking the Chow a bit, but the tricks I'm not too sure about. Where's the Valeska? Well, it's actually very free-to-play units across the board. Ooh. Gojo and Water. I haven't seen that one yet. But also, there's no pushbacks. Why would you do Gojo and Water? Nobara. That makes a bit more sense. That makes a lot more sense, actually. Nobara is a must ban. Then what do we like on the side of Etowaru? I would say some kind of healer-ish. But then the only things I can think of is like a Raccoony or an Angela. Those are not crazy good. Do kind of like this Legolas. But you have to ban off this Nobara, man. Otherwise your Trix. Well, Trix is going to get reset by Sekhmet anyway, so the Nobara has less value too. The only thing is El Sharion does have a pushback, yeah. And he does have a dot on skill 1 still. So, yeah, Nobara has to be a ban. Not sure if I'm liking the Trix, not sure if I'm liking the Sekhmet, but those are the two units countering one another, I guess. Sekhmet, can you do it today? Oh, Shio goes first. No, 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 what the fuck is that? What the, no, no, okay, ban this game. Just ban the game, man. Just ban the game, like it's over. It is over. Oh, and then you hit that wrong element while there wasn't already an immunity. This game sense making level 0, man. What the actual fuck is that? He doesn't kill that? Holy hell, that's some tanky fucking segment right there. But you have to proc on this right now. Well, ask a guy how to proc and they will proc, I guess. Man, the RNG on both sides make less sense than anything I've ever seen on my life. The actual fuck is going on? Another counter hit. Okay, steals the... Well, then you can also steal the invisibility back, I guess. Chow did already do his skills, but I can see a Chow proccing from these guys. Or that. Strip it off, okay. Man, this is just, I don't know. Triple revenge, will, shield. It has everything, man. It has everything. Say goodbye to this unit. Is Monkey not sleeping? Uh-huh. Well, the Chow is going to be a big issue right now. Justice, does it kill? Does kill. Okay, all eyes on Wind Monkey plus a Gandalf for at the moment. But I think that we're looking at a 3-0 victory right here. Okay, it doesn't connect it. Does not connect it. Does not connect it. Oh, why would you hit that? Oh, why would you hit that? You get stunned by that. I would have not hit that. Resisted as well? What the freak is going on? Okay, he's gonna crit it with this Chow, right? We're procking crazy. Chow crits. Kills. Can you do it? Misses. Still good damage though. Procs, and the proc nearly kills half its HP, but he gets rid of the buff block though. Okay, Hail Mary trying to kill that. 1 HP. If he procs right now, he could kill Chow. Doesn't kill it. Chow Nemesis. GG. GG it is for Etowaru. Man, that was a crazy fucking match for RNG. But Etowaru actually stunned hard in this whole lineup. He went hard. So yeah, that's pretty much also all of it done. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab for the guide video archive, which contains all of the guides that you might need. Hope to see you there.